Hello, everyone out there in Rumble, X, and YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego. And we're going to talk some more. That's right, some more. I got a lot of videos on this one about It Ends With Us. It Ends With Us, okay? Your favorite movie and not mine. Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni. Okay, you know all about the scandal going on right now. Every day there's a new update. Everyone's picking sides. We got Candace Owens has got something to say about it. The Critical Drinker's got something to say about it. Piers Morgan. I mean, everybody is talking about this thing. It's really getting old, honestly. I mean, the official court date is not until March of next year, 2026. Okay, so do we really have to keep hearing about this thing every day until March of 2026? You know, I hope not. But apparently, that's what women want to talk about, not me. Honestly, I really don't give a crap what happens here. I mean, with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, I having viewed the evidence like you have, okay, I'm pretty much leaning towards Justin Baldoni's side. I think he's getting the shaft here. I think Blake Lively is trying to exploit him and take advantage of him. She tried to manipulate him, pressure him, you know, extort him even. And now she's been exposed, okay? You know, it's funny, like people never, when a star is rising, when they're up and coming, okay, when they're all of a sudden you start seeing them everywhere, okay, and all of a sudden people start talking great about them, how great they are, and oh my God, they're this and they're that, they're so beautiful, oh my gosh, she's so authentic, okay, you know, she's so talented, you know, they start spouting all this stuff, and then everyone just starts going with it, and then you see those talk shows, okay, like Entertainment Weekly or whatever, or TMZ, whatever, where they're asking them questions of, oh my God, isn't she just like the hottest thing in the world, ooh, you know, that kind of thing, okay, and everybody just starts jumping on the hype train. And then when a scandal like this happens, now everybody's talking shit. Now everybody's, oh God, I never liked working with her. Oh my God, she was such a narcissist. She made hell on set for everybody. You know, now everybody's talking like that about her. Okay, well that's not what they were saying before, but that's what they're saying now. Okay, and that's just to show you all right now. Okay, Hollywood is fake. Okay, a lot of the times, a lot of these people that you believe in, okay, especially if you're young, okay, although for a lot of you women, man, I mean, you all are like in your late 30s and 40s, and you're like talking about how great Taylor Swift is. Like, what the hell? Okay, that she is not your age range. Okay, you are not her demographic. Okay, it's pretty ridiculous, honestly. Okay, but so many of like Taylor Swift's fans are middle-aged women. It's like the whole Twilight thing all over again. You remember that? You know, you would think that's like a teeny bopper thing for girls, you know, a fantasy for, you know, for nerdy girls who wish the hot guy who sits at the cool table would go out with them, okay? Well, some unattractive fat girl turned that into a very successful series of books, which became successful series of movies, all right? But if you look at the people that went to the theater to go see that crap, okay, half of them were women in their 40s and 50s and 60s even. Like, what the hell? What the hell are you watching this crap for? Didn't you already go through your friggin', you know, your teen idol phase? Didn't you already have your Scott Bayos, okay, and your Kirk Camerons, okay, and your fucking New Kids on the Block? Didn't you already have that when you were their age? Why do you got to jump into their area? Okay, let the teeny boppers have their fucking idols. Okay, let them have their idols. Don't have grandma and mom jumping in there too. All right, it's just freaking ridiculous. All right, you wonder why there's so many single moms out there. Okay, why don't you start looking in that direction? All right, but anyway, moving right along. When a celebrity is up and coming, everybody's on there. Everybody's, you know, talking great about them. They're singing them praise. They're bolstering them in all the interviews, all the media. Okay, because they're getting paid to do that. Okay, when you watch like Kelly Ripa or something, and they have some actress on there from a popular TV show, and they're talking about, oh my God, I saw you and you're so incredible, you're so fabulous, you're so incredible, oh my God. Okay, why do you think they're doing that? Do they do that because they really believe it? No, they don't even watch her show. Okay, they're telling her that because they have to. Okay, in order to get publicity for the show, you got to get the stars onto that show. Okay, they're not going to ask them any serious questions. They're not going to do anything like that. Okay, they're just going to say, oh my God, how great, and just fawn over how great they are, right, in order to promote the show. You're not going to get any real information. Nothing important is going to be talked about here. It's just another advertisement. It's an advertisement for a TV show, okay, disguised as a talk show. That's all it is. It's just promotion. That's all it is, okay? So whenever you think you know an actor or an actress because you saw them in an interview, what do you think there's even a camera in their fucking face for? Because they're there to promote something. Okay? They're in something and they want you to spend your money on it. That's the only reason they're showing up on your screen, on your phone. That's the only reason they're there. Is they're there to sell you something. They're not there to answer any serious questions. They're not there to tell you about their life or anything. Oh, they'll get political. They'll tell you who to vote for. They'll tell you what a piece of crap you are. If you don't want, illegal migrants, raping your women and stuff and breaking into your house, they'll tell you what a crap you are for not accepting them doing that. But they're not actually going to tell you anything important. All right. It's all about publicity. Okay. Or as we say in the Marine Corps, it's about puffing your Peter. Okay. And that's what's going on. All right. So a lot of you kids, especially you young women, man, oh my God, you fall for this stuff. Okay. Because it paints this picture that everybody thinks this one woman is cool. And if you don't think she's cool, there's something wrong with you. Okay. So you jump on the bandwagon. Let's face it. Women tend to have a herd mentality. Let's face it. They do. Okay. Not so much like guys. Okay. But women tend to have especially young women have a herd mentality. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay, that means that, let's say, for example, there's this guy at school, at high school, right? And he's average looking, nothing special about him, okay? There's nothing really great about him at all, okay? But one woman, he's friends with one girl, okay? Or he becomes friends with like a popular girl, all right? A popular girl, pretty, whatever, okay? It's the cool girl, okay? And he gives her $150 and says, hey, listen, can you just like here, can you just like tell like some of your girlfriends that I'm like really like sexy, just tell them that. Okay, I'll give you $150. So she's like, okay, just keep it between you and me. Don't tell anyone. She's like, okay, fine. She gets $150. She tells one of her girlfriends, okay, hey, that guy over there, he is so sexy. And she's gonna be like, him? Really? She's like, yeah, he's sexy. He's hotter than my boyfriend. She's like, really? You think so? Absolutely, I think so. Look at him. Look at that hair. Okay? Look at that untucked t-shirt. Look at those dirty shoes. That's exactly what's turning me on right now. She's like, oh, okay. It turns you on? Okay. And then that girl will go up to another group of girls, okay? And they'll be like, oh my God, don't you think that guy is so sexy over there? And they'll be like, he is? He's like, oh God, yeah. You know who else likes him? Blah, blah, blah. They're like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now I see it now. Oh. Okay, so now they're going to tell the girls. Next thing you know, when this guy comes to school tomorrow, okay, all the girls, not just the popular ones, okay, the nerdy ones, the fat ones, okay, the girls of all races, okay, and the trans girl, they're all going to be like, oh my God, every time he walks by. Okay, and he didn't change anything. He still looks like shit. He still looks like absolute shit. There's still nothing remarkable about him. Okay, his body didn't change. His language didn't change. Okay, his clothes didn't change. Okay, his money didn't change. Nothing changed. The only thing that changed was a popular girl told other girls that he was hot. And so now all of a sudden he became hot. Okay, well, if that popular girl thinks he's hot, then he's hot. Okay, and next thing you know, that's on the first day, they're all going to be approaching him and asking him to parties. Okay, and talking about how cute he is and taking selfies with him. Okay, on the third day, the guys are going to start dressing like him, acting like him, copying him, They're going to start inviting him to hang out with them. Okay, you see what I mean? That's how it works. That's how it works. That's called PR. Okay, and that's how Hollywood works, okay? A lot of these guys that are out there, these freaking Timothy Chalamets, these Robert Pattinses, Ezra Millers, okay, Tom Hollands, okay, these guys are soy boy, limp dick soy boys, okay? And men, we don't respect them, okay? But we do respect that they're famous and that they're rich and that they're everywhere, okay? Because fame and success is an aphrodisiac for women. That turns them on. That's what turns them on, more so than your abs, okay? More so than your looks, okay? If you're why do you think Leo DiCaprio, okay, gets some of the hottest women in the world, okay? He even had Blake Lively here. And when he was done with her, he passed her off, okay? Once he finished, drilling that hole, once he got bored with it, he got rid of her, okay? Why do you think Leo DiCaprio gets so many hot women, okay? Is it because of his beer belly, his dad bod that he has now? He don't look nothing like he did in Titanic anymore, in case you haven't noticed, all right? So what is it? Okay, it's his success. He's famous and he's wealthy and he's successful at what he does, okay? That turns women on. Now, you got like a typical guy, for example. I'm not talking about an exploiter. I'm talking about a gold digger or some gay guy who's trying to get some old rich woman to fall in love with him so he can get her money. I'm not talking about those guys. All right. I'm talking about like an ordinary average guy. Okay, I guarantee you, ladies, it doesn't matter if the coolest guy in school says Lizzo is hot. I guarantee you, even the nerdiest guy, if he hears like the Chad, okay, the quarterback at your rich, prestigious private school, okay, he starts talking about like, oh my God, dude, Lizzo's so fucking hot, man. If he says that, I guarantee you, okay, everyone from the other football players, the other cool kids, the smart boys, okay, the nerdy boys, okay, they're all gonna look at this guy and be like, no, she's not. She's fat. She's ugly. What's wrong with you, man? Are you just going through like a fat girl phase right now? Is that what's going on with you? That's exactly what they're gonna do. Okay, they're not gonna be like, yeah, you know what? You're right. Okay, she is hot. They're not gonna do that. Okay, that's the difference between men and women. Okay, it's the herd mentality. It's what I'm telling you. Okay, the herd mentality. Women do that crap. Men don't. Okay, why do you think women like archetypes so much? Okay, you know, if you look like a doctor, you know that's sexy because you're a doctor. You see, a guy doesn't give a shit what a woman does for a living. Does she look good or does she not look good? That's the first thing we're going to consider. After that, okay, what's her personality like? Is she nice? Is she a bitch? Is she bisexual? Does she hate men? Does she like guys? Does she like guys too much? Okay, is she broke? Okay, how many people has she slept with? You know, these are the things that after we look at her. You see what I mean? But if we're not automatically attracted to her, it doesn't matter how many guys, how many popular cool guys tell us that a woman's attractive. If we're not attracted to her, we're not attracted to her, and that's just that. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, women seem to go towards this herd mentality. I just think it's so stupid. I never really could understand it. I'm not saying I've never exploited it. I most certainly have. I remember being in high school. When New Kids on the, I'm old, okay, when New Kids on the Block was the thing, okay? Yeah, New Kids on the Block, that was the thing back in the day, okay? Back when I was a young man, all right? When I was a teeny bopper myself, okay? Girls just loved New Kids on the Block. Especially when the Christmas album came out, you know, you watch MTV, which was the thing back then, okay? You know, they're over here doing, the right stuff, okay, they're doing all that, right? Yeah, I remember. All right. And the girls are just going crazy over New Kids on the Block. Okay. Now, I wasn't having very much success with girls. Okay. I was an average kid back then. Nothing remarkable about me. Okay. But the girls are all creaming over fucking Jordan Knight. Okay. All right. New Kids on the Block. They're all creaming for him. Okay. And the other kids on there. All right. So what I decided to do is like, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a Batman t-shirt. I got a leather jacket. I actually worked at an ice cream store. I saved up enough money. I bought a leather jacket. I went out. I got the Jordan Knight haircut. Don't make fun of me. It was a thing back in the day, all right? Okay. I got the Doc Marten boots, okay? The torn jeans, okay? My personality didn't change. The only thing that changed was my appearance. I started dressing like a fucking New Kids. That's why I hate them to this day. And that's another topic, all right? Anyway, the point is that I had to look like a goddamn New Kids on the Block just so I could get laid in high school, okay? Just so girls would go out with me, I had to fucking demean myself. I had to actually do that, okay? I actually had to fucking look dressed like a fucking New Kids on the Block guy, okay? Those guys are giving like $20 blowjobs at Hollywood Boulevard now, okay? But back in 1989, they weren't. In 1989, they were everywhere, okay? They'll be loving you forever, okay? You know? So, oh my God. But it's true. I had to do that, okay? And you know what happened? It worked. It worked. All of a sudden, I became cute. Girls thought I was fucking cute. Girls that would never talk to me, that never looked at me before, okay? All of a sudden, they were talking to me now. They were flirting with me now. Unbelievable. And all I had to do was wear a fucking New Kids on the Block Halloween costume, basically. Okay, and all of a sudden girls liked me. Unbelievable, right? But that's how it works, okay? No girl could pull this off, all right? This would never happen for a girl, all right? It doesn't matter, okay? Ladies, if you're 180 pounds and you decide you want to dress like fucking Billie Eilish or something, okay, you know what you're going to look like to a boy? You're going to look like a fucking, like a 180-pound girl trying to look like Billie Eilish, all right? That's what you're going to look like, all right? It doesn't matter. Okay, because guys, you're either pretty or not pretty. It doesn't matter if you look like a celebrity or whatever. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're rich, if you're poor. Okay, hot is hot, and that's just that. Okay, I've seen women that work at fucking Taco Bell. Okay, that are better looking than some of these fucking actresses I see in Hollywood. All right. Okay, so it doesn't fucking matter. All right, that's the difference between men and women. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's move on to the movie. Okay, it ends with us. Now, where we left off last time, obviously, Ryle, played by Justin Baldoni, he's a neurosurgeon. He's recently married to Lily Blossom Bloom. Yes, that's her real name, and of course, she owns a flower shop. Okay, and she's been having an emotional affair, not a physical one, an emotional affair with her ex-boyfriend. She's been seeing him at her job, even though she's not supposed to. She's gone to his place of business without telling her boyfriend, now husband, that her ex-boyfriend works there, much less that he owns the restaurant. Okay, and she's been remembering him, okay, because she fell in love with him back. In fact, he popped her cherry when she was 15 and he was 18. And guess what? Her dad caught her with him, and her dad beat the crap out of him, which I think there's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, I wouldn't have put him in the hospital. That's excessive. Okay, but you're gonna cream pie my daughter under my underage daughter in my own fucking house. Are you out of your mind? I don't give a shit. She's not old enough to consent. I don't give a shit if she wanted it. Okay, she's not old enough to consent. Okay. So yeah, I would have beat the shit out of him too, but because he did that, she hates him now. That's why she wouldn't talk at his funeral. Okay, also because he beat up her mom too, but she hates her mom too because her mom didn't leave her dad. Okay, so she has no respect for her mom, and she hates her dad too. Okay, because of that. Okay, because he beat up her mom, and because he beat up her boyfriend. Okay, after he finished cream pieing her. Okay, in his own house. Okay, when she's 15 and he was 18. Okay, so she starts having all these memories about him, how she first fell in love with him, and he was a homeless kid. Yeah, she likes homeless guys. Okay, he carved a little wooden heart-shaped thing for her out of an oak tree because she considers herself an oak. She compared herself to an oak tree, and compared him to a fucking flower that needs to be watered and put in sunlight and all. The metaphors just fucking hit you in the face. All right, okay. Colleen Hoover has very limited imagination. All right, and she wrote this piece of crap. But anyway, so there was an article in Boston, because they live in Boston, right? And there's an article in there about the top 10 best new businesses in Boston. And number one is this guy's restaurant, Atlas. Atlas's right. His name's Atlas Corrigan, okay? It's his restaurant, okay? And she's actually number 7, okay? Her flower shop is number 7 on the best businesses, right? Okay, and there's an article in there, okay, for the number 1 spot where they interviewed the owner, Atlas, okay, and he gives credit. He doesn't name Lily, obviously, he's not going to do that, but he did give credit to his restaurant and his restaurant's success to his to an ex-girlfriend when he was a teenager, and he describes Lily without saying her name, okay? So, and she reads that in the magazine, okay? Well, later on, her husband comes home, Ryle comes home. He also read it too, and he's really pissed off. Okay, he's really pissed off because he knows damn well that she's been talking to hit this guy behind his back. Okay, he knows damn well that she knew he worked at the restaurant. She didn't know he was the owner, but she knew that he worked at that restaurant, and they went there twice. Okay, and she never told her boyfriend back when he was her boyfriend that this was, hey, this guy, that waiter that we had, that was actually my ex-boyfriend, the one I told you about, the one I fucked when I was 15. Okay, that's actually him right there. She never told him that, and they went there twice. Okay, so he's legitimately upset. He found a business card from him that was hidden in her phone with his personal phone number in there. Okay, he saw that. This is after he marries her. Okay, so he kind of lost his shit. He got really mad. He smashed her phone, and then he walked away. He tried to walk out of the apartment, okay, but she followed him. She chased him down, told him to stop, whatever, and she threw herself in front of him when he was going down the stairs, and so she slipped and she fell down the stairs and she hurt herself, okay? Now, later on, we find out that he pushed her, but that's not how it looked like when the scene played out, okay? So anyway, and this is the second time. He hit her earlier, but that also was an accident. He burned his hand. He went like this. He just went like that because he burned his hand. He hit her. Her eye was there, or whatever. But they played that off as an accident, too. Later on, we'll find out he did it on purpose, all right? But at this point, it doesn't look like any of this stuff was on purpose, all right? So anyway, he comes back. He loses his temper again, okay? He's upset. He makes her read the article, okay, where she reads it that he, that Atlas created the restaurant because of this girl that he met when he was a teenager, and he made her this little heart-shaped wooden thing, and blah, blah, blah. And of course, Raul remembers that his wife has a heart-shaped tattoo right here on her collarbone, which comes and goes. There's scenes where it's there and the movie draws attention to it. And then there's scenes where it's just not there and the movie expects you to forget that it was there in the first place. Okay, so it all depends. All right. But when they do talk about it, when it does magically appear, it does get commented on. Okay. And so now Raul figured out that the tattoo that she has, that the one that she refused to tell him why she has it or how she got it or anything like that. Okay, now he realizes that tattoo was a symbol of her love for Atlas. Okay, so not only was this the guy that took her virginity, okay, not only is this the guy that owns the restaurant that they've been going to, okay, but this is the guy that she actually put a tattoo of on her body. Okay, now I'm not making any excuses for Raul here. Okay, Raul is just as much a piece of shit as Lily Blossom Bloom. Okay, he's very insecure, he's very jealous. Okay, for a guy who's super wealthy, has a wonderful place. Okay, looks like a fucking male model if he was half, he was half Italian and half Jewish. Okay, but he's a soy boy. I hate that about it. I hate the fact that he's he's like this metrosexual guy. Okay, he's basically a male feminist trying to look butch. Okay, he comes across as a lesbian, okay, who's been taking male hormones. That's what he comes across as, all right? Anyway, so he's actually high value. He's a neurosurgeon, well-educated, okay, and all that. Okay, he's supposed to be a high-value guy, okay? He fucks a lot of women, but doesn't fall in love with any of them. But yeah, for some apparent reason, he fell in love with Lily Blossom Bloom, and the movie gives us no reasons why he did, why he picked her. He just did, okay, and he's been love-bombing her ever since. Okay, he's been smothering her with his affection. He's been overly romantic to the point of turning her off. Okay, dude, she's not into you. Why the fuck would you want to marry her? The movie makes no explanation as to why he would fall in love with this woman. Okay, it really doesn't. Okay, from a guy's point of view, this makes no sense. Why this guy would fall in love with Lily? What is so special about it? We don't even know. We never find out. Because in these chick flicks, it's never about what does the man see in the woman. It's always about what the woman sees in the man. You see what I mean? It's always one-sided. Okay? So there is no explanation as to why this guy, this Raul, who's a closeted homosexual and beats up women, why would he fall in love with Lily Blossom Bloom? It makes no fucking sense at all. Okay? And it's never explained. All right? One of the many things that's never explained in this movie. All right? So anyway, he's upset. Okay? He asks Lily, okay, do you still love him? And she's like, it was a long time ago. He's like, you didn't answer my question. Do you still love him? And then it takes her like 5 or 10 minutes. Then she says, I don't know, which is the worst thing you can say to your husband, okay? That you're still in love with a guy that you fucked 20 years ago, okay? A guy who now owns the hottest restaurant in Boston that you frequent often, okay? And you tell that to your new husband. Okay, how do you think he's going to react to that? Okay, but like I said, I'm not making excuses for him. For Raul, Raul's a fucking idiot. Okay, he's not even a real man. He's an unattractive, fat, lonely, horny woman's idea of what a man is. Okay, I don't think Colleen Hoover has ever even fucking had sex with a man, to be honest with you. And I don't think she's ever seen a hard dick in her life. Okay, so this is like her cartoon parody version of what a man is. Okay, so that's going on. He gets upset. But then he tells her, you know what? I know what the reason is now, Lily. It's because I haven't been loving you enough. That's why you're having fantasies about the other guy. That's why you've been seeing him and talking to him behind my back. It's because I haven't been loving you enough. I just need to love you more. I just have to love you. And now he starts getting physical with her, okay? Now she's over here, no, don't do that. No, I don't want to. No. Okay, but he's like, but I have to show you how much I love you. Like that, okay? It's just as fucking stupid. Dude, okay? If a guy hears that the woman he loves is in love with another man, this is not the way we react. We actually fucking leave. We'll probably say something rude to her like, you fucking bitch. You fucking whore. Go be with him then. Get the fuck out of my house. Okay? I'm filing papers tomorrow or whatever. That's how we react. Okay? And that's if we love her. We don't go like, I know why. It's because I've been loving you enough. I need to love you more. What the fuck? Nobody does that. Nobody acts that way. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Anyway, so Lily all of a sudden has flashbacks, okay? While Raul is being rough with her here, he's leading her to like the couch or some shit, whatever. I don't care. All right, obviously he's gonna try to fuck her or something, okay? And she doesn't want to because, you know, this whole situation is weird. Okay, Lily starts having flashbacks, okay, about her dad beating the shit out of. She's remembering when she was a teenager and she saw her dad beat the shit out of her mom. Okay, and then Raul in the modern time, Raul forces her onto the couch. Okay, he forces Lily on the couch and tells her that he loves her so much while he's holding her down. Okay, remember, this is a guy that just found out that his wife is basically cheating on him. Okay, and this is how he reacts to that. He reacts by trying to rape her. Okay, are you fucking kidding me? Okay, if you loved a woman and she told you she was in love with another guy, you would be disgusted by her. Okay, you would treat her like she has leprosy. Like, what the fuck? I have been so intimate to you. I've given you so much fucking love, and this whole time you were with some other fucking guy? You know, that's not, that doesn't turn me on. That doesn't turn a man on. You see what I mean? Knowing that you've been cuckolded does not turn a man on. Okay? Despite what you see in the fucking bullshit pornos, it's not true. We actually don't like that. Okay? It doesn't make us more attractive to you. Okay, it doesn't make you more attractive to us. It disgusts us. You see what I mean? Anyway, so he's forced her on the couch, okay? He tells her that he loves her, and the problem is that he hasn't shown her how much he loves her, right? Okay, she's like, no, stop, no. She says like 500 times. He keeps going anyway, okay. No, the problem is here isn't that you haven't shown her enough love, Ryle. The problem is you've shown her too much, and she hasn't shown you any in return. And that's the truth. She has not really shown any affection for this guy at all. She's never instigated sex with him. She's never complimented him. She's never done anything nice for him. Okay, never written him a note. Never initiated sex. Okay, never talked great about him to her friends or anything like that. Nothing. She never cooked for him. Nothing. She did nothing for him. He's done everything for her. All right. Now that would be realistic if the guy was a low value man. Okay, but he's supposed to be a high value man, and high value men don't act this way. Anyway, so that's going on here. Okay, you know, this whole scene reminds me of a movie called Love Actually. Now I actually did review this movie. Okay, it came out in 2008. I reviewed this movie last year, I think, or it might have been a year and a half ago. But if you look on my channel here, you'll see it. I reviewed a movie called Love Actually. It's one of those holiday movies with a large ensemble cast of famous movie stars. Okay, and I remember there was one of the subplots in there involved Alan Rickman, okay, who has passed away since then. Okay, you remember him? He was Hans Gruber in Die Hard. Okay, he's Severus Snape in the Harry Potter movies. Okay, he plays like a magazine executive. Okay, and Emma Thompson, of course, you know, feminist bitch Emma Thompson. Okay, she plays his wife. Okay, who just happens to be the sister of the Prime Minister of England. Anyway, the movie sucks, okay? But anyway, this one subplot, there's lots of different stories in this. This one story in the movie involves him, Alan Rickman. Like I said, he's like the editor-in-chief of some magazine or something. He has a secretary. His secretary's young and she's hot. Okay, and she has a thing for Alan Rickman. She most definitely does, okay? She gives him fuck me eyes every day. He's aware of this. He knows that this hot young secretary would jump him in a moment. Okay, but of course he's married, he's got kids, you know, that kind of thing. He's like, he's not gonna fuck up his marriage for a cheap thrill, okay? Or so we don't think so anyway, okay? So in this storyline, in this storyline, he doesn't actually have an affair with the young lady, okay? But he does buy her a Christmas present, okay? A special Christmas present, all right? He buys it for his secretary. Okay, he does not have sex with her. He doesn't like talk to her privately on the phone. He doesn't have an emotional affair with her, nothing like that. Okay, but he does buy her a Christmas present that he's going to give her. Now, the wife, Emma Thompson, finds out about this Christmas present and she assumes it's hers. So she doesn't say anything about it. She assumes this is the gift that her husband bought her for Christmas. Okay, but when Christmas happens and she turns out that her gift was a fucking CD. Okay. Now she puts two and two together. Now Emma Thompson is not young and pretty anymore. Okay, she's middle aged. I mean, she's put on some weight. She's older or whatever. Okay, and then she realizes that the gift that her husband was hiding from her, that gift went to another woman. Okay? And then she realizes that the other woman was her husband's secretary. Okay? Well, she finds out about it. Okay? And then Alan Rickman, of course, he never has an affair with. I don't even remember, because it's been a while since I reviewed that movie, but I don't even think that young secretary even got that present. Okay? But she kind of let it be known to her husband, okay, how she knows about the present for the secretary. And Alan Rickman's character, is just like, I've been such a fool, like that, right? So he starts his apology tour. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is obviously nothing happened, okay? But the movie made a very big point of how upset Emma Thompson was. I mean, they had scenes of her just by herself in the closet, just like, like that, okay? Just like that, okay? Now, okay, because of this, because her husband bought a gift for a younger, hotter girl, okay? Now, the women that I know that watch, because it's women that watch this fucking movie, they all talk about that scene. There's other scenes too, like the guy from fucking, The Walking Dead, the guy that pulls up this thing, that keeps changing the thing. Okay, whatever. Okay, they talk about that too. But they always remember this one as well, okay? About how hurt and upset she was, okay? How all her insecurities came out. Oh my God, my husband's gonna leave me for a younger woman, okay? Now, the reason I'm bringing all this up, okay, and the reason it relates to this movie here that we're talking about here is because at no time, anywhere in Love Actually, at no time did Alan Rickman have a physical affair with his secretary. They never even kissed. Nothing. Flirtations, yes. On her side, on the young woman's side. She was flirting with him a lot more than he was flirting with her. But he was attracted to her. And he did entertain the possibility of having an affair with her. And he did secretly buy a gift without his wife finding out. Well, I mean, she found out, but he did try to hide it from his wife, that he bought this gift for his secretary, okay? So he was open to the possibility of having an affair, but he never actually had the affair. And once his wife told him that she was onto him, that she realizes what he's been doing, he immediately regretted it and he apologized. Now, she ends up leaving him. At the end of the movie, they're separated now because of this, okay? But what I want to point out is that at no point did he ever have a physical affair with this young woman. He never fucked her, okay? But the whole movie treats it like it was an ultimate betrayal. How could you do this to me? I trusted you. You see what I mean? They treat it like that, but he never even fucked the girl. He never even fucked the girl. And he was vilified. Now, I'm not saying what he did was good. It wasn't. But it's not like he went all the way with it. You see what I mean? He just flirted with the idea of it. If he'd had an affair, that would have been different. But he didn't even have an affair. He just bought a gift from his fucking secretary. That's what it comes down to. And they treated him like he was a piece of shit for doing it. The movie treats him like he's a piece of shit for doing it. But this doesn't. What the fuck is Lily doing that Alan Rickman wasn't doing? Nothing. She did the same fucking thing, and she didn't buy Alice any gifts, but she kept talking to him. She kept seeing him without telling her husband. I mean, what the fuck? How the fuck am I supposed to feel sorry for Lily Blossom Bloom? How the fuck am I supposed to empathize with her? How am I supposed to justify her behavior and her actions? How am I supposed to do that when she's a lying, two-faced piece of shit? And so is the actress that's playing her, but that's a separate issue. You see what I mean? So, if anything, I'm on Ryle's side as far as that goes. Now, as far as the abuse goes, no, I'm not. Okay? I think Ryle's a piece of shit, but I understand why he's upset. And I think this movie should probably give him a little bit more sympathy. Okay? But instead, they got to make him, a wife beater so that the sympathy automatically goes back to fucking Lily. Okay? As if Lily did nothing wrong. You see what I mean? Lily didn't do anything wrong, except she married the wrong guy. Oh, you see what I mean? Once again, avoiding responsibility, avoiding culpability. Okay? Avoiding accountability. Don't take responsibility. It's not Lily's fault. It's not Lily's fault her husband's an asshole. No, but it is Lily's fault that she lied to him. It's Lily's fault that she kept seeing this guy. That is Lily's fault. But the movie's not going to go there. Because she's got to be the victim. And then she's got to be the strong heroine. You see what I mean? She can never be the bitch that she fucking is. Anyway. So Ryle forces her on the couch, whatever, okay, because he hasn't shown her love, blah, blah, blah. Lily tells Ryle that he has to show her love, okay, that he has shown her love. No, you show me that you love me, you do it all the time, you know, that kind of thing, to try to get him to stop, okay? Like about 700 times she tells him, stop, don't do that, stop, but he keeps pushing himself on, he keeps forcing himself on her, okay? He keeps telling her that he loves her while he's fucking holding her down while she's trying to struggle and get away from me. He keeps, I love you, but I love you. But you know, I love you. I'm just going to show you how much I love you. But you know, I love you. I fucking love you. But you know how much I love you. I love you. You know, like that, okay? All right, so that's going on here, okay? You know, he's trying to rape her, okay? And she tries to calm him down. Oh, look at me, Rob. Don't look at me, okay? I love you too. Please look at me. I love you too. Look at me. You know, that kind of shit, right? Anyway, so we get a montage. Okay, now we get the montage here, okay, of all the violent outbursts. Now, here's where the truth comes out, okay? In this montage, we get to see, it goes on a few seconds. You get an extra second and a half from the scenes that you saw earlier, okay? For example, we see the scene where Ryle hit her because he burned his hand on the thing in the oven, so he went ow like that and hit her and knocked her down. Okay, that was played off as an accident, but now what we see now is different. Okay, it's the same scene. He burns his hand, but instead we see him in slow motion, no less. We see him go like, shut up. Like that, right? So clearly he hit her on purpose. He burned his hand and he fucking socked her. No, it's not funny he hit her. What's funny is how the scene plays out. Because we didn't get that part. When we saw the scene earlier, okay, it didn't play that way. Okay, but now it's like, shut up. I mean, so the evilness in his eyes, right? Okay. Okay. Also, the stair situation, okay? Now, in the earlier scene, she chased him down. Well, he was walking down the stairs trying to get away from her. She ran after him down the stairs. She threw herself in front of him, okay? And when she did that, she slipped backwards, and he's like, and she slipped back, and she fell down, okay? But now we see something different. Now we see her jump in front of him down the stairs, and he's like, he goes like, you ever seen Showgirls? Remember Showgirls? Okay, where, what's her name? Elizabeth Berkley, where she fucking just shoves, Gina Gershon down the fucking stairs. Great movie, by the way. I know it's every lesbian's favorite movie, Showgirls, all right? But she pushes her downstairs. Like, well, that's what happened here. Okay, it turns out that freaking when she jumped in front of him, he was like, like he did it on purpose. He gave her the big shove. Like, oh my God. We didn't see this earlier, okay? That's not the way they edited it earlier, okay? So he purposely shoved her down the stairs, okay? Okay, so Lily breaks free of Ryle. So now she realizes that the abuse she's had at his hands was on purpose. It wasn't accidental. Okay, she didn't trip down the stairs. Okay, he didn't accidentally hit her when he burned his hand. Okay, it was all on purpose. Okay, he has a problem hitting women. All right, so he's got other problems too. So Lily breaks free of Ryle, okay, and runs to, and he runs to her car. Okay, she goes outside to her car in the rain. Of course, it's raining. Okay, and she goes straight to Root. She goes straight to the fucking Atlas's restaurant. Okay, she goes to Root, okay, to see Atlas, and there he is, you know, having gay sex with this cook, you know, bored, jerking off, the gay porn. Because he's got nothing else going on in his life. Okay, and she's soaking wet, and she's there, you know, and she's just like, like that. And of course, Atlas is just, you know, he's jerking off the gay porn, and then all of a sudden he sees like, And she's like, like that. Okay, so okay, so then Captain Stable to the rescue. Okay, she's soaking wet and crying, you know, the whole like you were right look on her face. Okay, and luckily for her, Captain Ho, okay, has absolutely nothing going on in his life. That he just stops the nothing that he was doing and helps Lily. Okay, because he's got no, like, it's not like he's got a wife or kids or a girlfriend or any sort of responsibilities other than his, you know, his restaurant. Okay, and his gay porn. Okay, and he puts his thumb up his ass every night. Yeah, he does that too. Okay, he's got nothing going on in his life, so what else is he gonna do besides help Lily? You know. Anyway, so they hug. Okay, and he takes her to the emergency room. He takes her to the hospital. Okay, to the emergency room. Okay, and she tells Atlas that she won't become her mom because he warned her, if you keep staying with this guy, because Atlas always felt that her boyfriend, her husband, beats her up on purpose. He kept telling her to leave, and that's why they got into that fight at his restaurant, because he assumed that Ryle hit her on purpose, and it pissed him off because he saw her black eye. Okay, and he kept telling her to leave him. You can't be with this guy. Remember when we were kids? Remember what you told me about your dad beating the crap out of your mom? You know, remember what I told you about how my mom's boyfriend was beating her up, and I tried to stop him, and he ended up beating me up, and that's how I got the scar on my hand. Remember all that? Okay, we bonded over men beating the shit out of women. So I'm telling you right now, Lily, you need to leave him, or else I'm gonna fucking kick your ass. You see that? So that happens, all right? So anyway, that's going on here, okay? And he takes her to the emergency room. He reassures, sorry, I made that part of it. He reassures her. She tells the doctor that she wasn't raped, because the doctor goes like, we have a test we can do, you know, in these situations. Oh, no, he didn't do that. He didn't rape me. My husband didn't rape me, okay? But he did try. Yeah, he did try, okay? Well, it turns out that Ryle, like, we don't know why. Okay, we know that Ryle was on top of her and she kept telling him to stop. Okay, but all of a sudden she fucking threw him off and ran out of there. Now, we don't know for sure. I thought it was because he was roughing her up, but then in this scene we find out why she threw Ryle off and ran the fuck out of there crying. The reason she did that is because Ryle bit her. Like, he bit her right on her tattoo. He bit her right on her tattoo. And there's teeth marks all around it. Now, if any of you have ever been bitten by a human, they've got more germs than a dog does. Okay, I had a guy once. I punched a guy across his face once. Okay, back when I was bouncing, and my fist went across his teeth, and my hand got so fucking infected. I had to go to the doctor. Okay, they had to give me like a tetanus shot and stuff. They told me like the human saliva has many more germs than a fucking dog has. Okay, it's more dangerous to get bitten by a human than it is to get bitten by a dog. All right, so this Ryle bit his wife on her tattoo. Okay, so that's why she's in the emergency room. Okay. He bit her right over the heart tattoo that she had there, okay? And she also learns that she's pregnant. Ooh. All right. Okay. Okay. And the really sad part about this thing, the really depressing part about this whole scene is that Atlas was about to tell her something important. You know, he was going to confess something to her. But because the whole pregnancy thing came up, the doctor told her that she was pregnant. It ruined his revelation, okay? He never got a chance to tell her that he was fucking gay. All right, I'm going to stop my review right there, but I'll be back shortly to continue my review. I thank you very much for watching this long, and I will see you soon on the next one. Bye.